It kind of feels like home a little bit now. Kind of year around the sun, and just kind of getting used to everything now. So kind of know the formations. You kind of know what the offense is trying to do. You kind of know what it's like to come in the building every single day. So it's not new anymore. It's kind of you know a routine now. So it's kind of all good now.
With Boston there, you were playing on the outside more last year, right? Is that different this year?
Yeah, I mean I'm playing a little bit more inside now. Just play a little bit of Mike, and so I got to rotate a little bit last year and kind of play Mike a little bit. So I got used to it. But now with it. With Voss being out, kind of moving to that role more, and so kind of get used to that inside role.
Is Money and Mike, is there overlap there, maybe more so than there is with the star? They kind of have a lot of similarities?
Yeah, definitely. I think with a couple of different sets or formation that the offense gives us, we'll both be in the box, so it's like it's not too different. There's definitely some differences when obviously when teams get spread out a little more and you kind of got to be on the outside a little bit, but overall there's a lot more similarities than differences, so it's not too hard to transition to.
Also, with Voss not being here, have you kind of felt like you needed to step up and take a leadership role more than you did maybe last year?
Definitely. I mean, every time you lose a two-time or two-year starter or somebody that's been, all ACC, all American, you gotta kind of fill that role. And so, I definitely try to take it upon myself to become a leader, more of a leader at least. But I mean, I think everybody's feeling that, trying to fill that gap, fill that role. And so we're all trying to step our game up, step our voice up, and be more vocal and trying to fill that role for him.
Coming into last year, they had him coming back, but then it was a lot of new guys. I mean, even guys like Bengali and Solomon, they had been around, but they hadn't really played.
Mm-hmm.
You and Tyler. This year, Travassier and Tyler are gone, but you, Bengali, Solomon, do you guys feel like you're kind of entrenched a little bit? You know what I mean? That you've got that experience. It's not as new for you guys again?
Yeah, definitely. I think kind of when you can kind of get out there for the first few times this spring and see like guys that you've played with all last year, kind of you guys have all seen the different sets and different formations together and played and kind of got meaningful reps on the field. Makes it a little bit easier. You can trust these guys. You can know where they're going to be at. You can communicate a little bit better, so it makes everything a little easier, for sure.
There are a few positions now in defense that are looking for new guys to step up. How's it been across the defense, kind of finding those guys and having new guys step in?
It's been great. I think everybody's had like a lot of energy for the first 2 days. I think that's kind of normal, but especially when you're kind of going against the offense, everybody gets to get those talking crap, talking mess to each other, like get all that stuff out of the way, and getting to kind of some of these more padded practices now. It's been good. So I think we've seen guys step up, guys make plays, and hopefully we continue to do that throughout the whole spring.
As a middle linebacker, do you have a lot of communication with the safeties behind you, or are they just mostly talking to the DBs and you're focused on the front seven?
I say you get more communication with the safeties than the outside linebackers. There are sometimes more coverage responsibilities, but as a Mike, you got to kind of know everything a little bit because you never know when you might be implicated in certain things. But definitely, there's more communication between Mike and the defensive line because you kind of got to control the guys in front of you a little bit. So, but yeah, definitely more with the outside guys with the safeties.
Do you see that develop? I mean, because there's all new safeties this year. Do you see that communication developing with those outside guys?
Definitely. I think everybody's trying to work on their communications, pointing, clapping, talking, kind of getting everybody else in line and in check. And so the young guys are doing great. Vaughn and PJ are kind of coming into that mold, and they've been here for a little bit too now. They've been here a couple of years, and so they know what to do. They know how to do everything, and they're just trying to enforce their voices and their will on people that way.